God, it was everywhere, man. She was not having it, dude.
Yeah.
Gatorade everywhere. Oh! Didn't see you there.
Didn't see you there.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome
Hi.
to the ShatterCast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Ooh.
Thought we were gonna miss this week.
Yeah.
And then we didn't.
We didn't. I got home Sunday from Wisconsin.
Everyone's
night.
favorite state.
Everyone loves Wisconsin. They have good cheese. We had some cheese curds there.
I mean, that's like the one thing they advertise.
Yeah.
Come to Wisconsin for our cheese
Let's
and
just say-
probably nothing else.
Let's just say your bowels don't typically appreciate it.
Thanks for the advice.
I'm just saying, it's cheese. What do you expect?
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, no, we got back. I got back Sunday afternoon yesterday, and then I slept all day, and then today I completely forgot about the podcast. I was like, Dre. He's like, yeah. I was like, we got to get the podcast out. He's like, okay. So.
Oh yeah.
No, I forgot about that. So I went to go pick him up. Came here, sat around, got everything set up, and
here we are.
Here we are.
So, as you said, you went to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah, I went to Wisconsin to go see Dead and Company.
A band.
It's there. I'm sure a lot of people. They're relatively. They're a newer band. No, I'm just kidding.
Newer band.
They're based off
trash.
It's basically all the members of the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still do stuff. They've been around. They started in '65. Well, '63. You know, take your pick.
Give or take.
But yeah, no, the concert was amazing. A lot of good music. I probably shouldn't chew ice on the podcast. But no, it was fun. I had lots of fun. There were a lot of high people. Lots and lots of high people.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
But you were responsible.
I was responsible. I don't do pot. I didn't drink.
Yeah.
Mostly. And I didn't do any shrooms or Molly. But speaking of drugs. So the second night, I got a fun story that I was telling you in the car, and then you were like, "Stop! We gotta tell this on the podcast." And I was like, "All right."
I didn't want it to ruin the
experience.
the response that I might give. I don't know.
So it was the second night in Wisconsin, and my dad and I were just chilling. We were enjoying the show. It started off around 7:20. It was like 20, 30 minutes in. This woman comes up, sits in like this little spot that she could, and she sat down, moved her What the hell was that?
Was that you?
Oh, I got a notification on my computer.
That's cool. Okay.
Pulls out her purse, opens the purse. I swear to God, she pulls out a gallon bag full of pot. Like a gallon plastic bag of just weed. Like she had a pound of weed in there. And my dad elbows me. He's like, "Holy shit, look at this." I'm like, "What? Oh my God." Woman doesn't know we're looking at her. And then, so, it gets better, though.
Oh.
So, she doesn't take any of the weed out. She pulls out a bottle of, like...
she just, like
sits
it next to her.
Yeah, the blue-violet, like, vodka kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She pulls that out. And then she pulls out, like, empty, like, gum... You know, like, the... Not gum wrappers, but,
the little plastic containers?
Yeah, the little foldable...
Oh, the foldable ones.
Yeah. Anyway, she takes out one of those, but it's, like, it looks like garbage. I'm like, what is she... Is she cleaning out her purse right here and now? Like... She opens it up.
Gotta get all the illegal substances out of my purse right now.
Well, no, she opens up the gum thing, and inside is a small packet of shrooms. And she opens up the little plastic baggie, and she downs her shrooms. I'm like, oh, she's gonna have fun tonight. Puts it away. Pulls out another one. I'm like, she has more shrooms? No, she's got this little packet of what looked like rice. I was like, I don't know what that is. So I opened my dad, who's a nurse, and he grew up. Anyway,
yeah, as do a lot of people.
Shut up. Anyway, I go, what does she have? And he's like, I don't know. Oh, that's Molly. I'm like, oh, she downs that shit too. So now she's got Molly and shrooms
in her system.
But it gets better.
Uh-oh.
Because she takes the blue violet vodka and downs that shit. She downs it with vodka, and I'm sitting here like, she's gonna have the greatest show of her life tonight.
Either that or she's going to flatline at around 8:20.
So she's taking her shrooms, she's taking her Molly, she hasn't taken pot yet.
Yeah.
But she pulls out a packet of cigarettes, lights one, and now she smokes.
She's.
I'm.
Does she have like a checklist?
Yeah, she pulls out like a little notepad. All right, shrooms, Molly.
Check.
I'll have the pot later.
check,
I'll do the.
check.
I'll do the.
This isn't a pot song. We gotta wait for a pot song. So we'll
Shit,
put a
I left
little
my meth at home.
put a little star next to the pot. Give it some time.
Oh my god. So, and then she was like, "Oh, I see my friends over there," and we're like, "Okay,
Cool.
bye." I was really upset
Nice.
because I wanted to go see, I wanted to see her,
Her
lose her
drop.
Yeah, like, just
yeah.
boom, done. She wanders off, and then she comes back. She's like, "They weren't my friends." I was like, my dad and I look at each other like, "Oh my god, please don't tell me we have to deal with this like the entire night." Like,
They
I'm
weren't-
okay with it at a distance, but like when she's right next to us,
They
it's like,
weren't
come
my
on.
friends.
So
I see my friends over there. Comes-
5 minutes later, they weren't my friends.
Oh, that's great.
So she comes back, and she's still chilling out, and she's like, "I gotta go this way now." I was like, "Okay, bye."
Okay, bye-bye.
She sifts through. We never saw her again.
Oh,
So
so
if
she
you're at-
either left, found her friends,
frowns?
found her some friends, or she died.
I don't think she died. I think she was because she was a professional. I think.
Oh.
I think she knew what
A
she was.
master.
I think she knew what she was getting into.
Yeah. That was
Um,
probably just like her every Tuesday night. I keep on
So-
knocking into my mic. Oh, I'm dropping stuff now.
So yeah, that was probably. Oh God, it was just entertaining. It was just funny.
Oh, I wish I could have been there.
That same night too, it was like during the intermission, so I was going to the bathroom and I was wearing a fish shirt from a previous tour I went to, and I hadn't seen anyone wear this shirt. It was just me. I was like, all right, cool. And,
Cool, I'm unique.
Yeah, kind of. So as I was walking out of the bathroom, I saw a guy with the same shirt. We both made eye contact, smiled, and went, "Hey, nice shirt, buddy." We had a moment, and we kind of like looked. Like, my hands were still wet after washing my hands, though, so it was kind of awkward when
So a wet,
when
sloppy
no, I
handshake?
fist bumped him, so he had like water on. So like, I feel bad because like I don't want him to be, think.
Oh, no.
I fist bumped him with piss all over my knuckles. Like,
Well, it depends. How high or how... Did you get any stuff from her?
sadly, I didn't get any stuff from her.
Dude, lame. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I don't typically, go around getting pot from strangers, pot and
Strangers,
shrooms, and
Oh,
ow,
I'm knocking my mic.
I hit my knee on the table, so just ow. All right, so, but yeah, that was
was
mostly Wisconsin. The hotel we stayed at, I think it was a Marriott.
Oh,
But it
like
was-
the
it was-
Burger King of hotel chains.
It was like a deluxe though, so it was,
Oh, a
it was kinda
deluxe
fancy.
Burger King.
But it was all black people.
That's good.
There were like maybe all the white people that were there to see the concert.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Oh, also, every night that we went to go see the concert, so the 2 nights that we went, we'd leave, and the first place that we would stop is Taco Bell, both nights.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your story.
Yeah, we got Taco Bell both nights, and it was. Let me just tell you, Taco Bell at 12:30 to 1 a.m. in the morning.
Is an experience.
That's so good, dude.
Oh really?
Oh, I love Taco Bell. Especially only at 1 a.m. though. We drive through. So the first night it was all right. We drove through, and my dad got like the chicken chalupa things that were limited edition. And I got
Ooh.
like 6 Doritos tacos. I was happy
How'd you get so many?
because I was hungry. Anyway,
That's a
so-
valid. That's a valid point.
So we went through, got them, then we were gone. The second night, however, we went in. My dad ordered the chicken chalupas, and they were like, sorry, that was a limited time thing.
We're out of chicken chalupas.
And so my dad was like, oh, well, great. And just give me 6 regular tacos. So I got 6 Dorito tacos, and he got 6 regular tacos. We pull up to the drive, like the door. There's no one there. No one. Like, no one showed
Hello?
up. No one showed up for a solid 5 minutes. My dad and I are like, what the hell's going on? We see the lady making our meal. She was like this old lady, and she packs all the tacos into the bags, and then she throws the box onto the like the counter next to the drive-thru, and we're like, yeah, that's fine. You just throw our hard shell tacos onto a table. Like, really?
Yeah.
You know, this is 12 tacos, and you're gonna just go, yeah, there we go, we're good.
It was also like 12 in the morning.
Doesn't matter. I want some good tacos at 12 in the morning.
You're going to Taco Bell. How good do you think those tacos are?
They were gonna be freaking good tacos. Anyway, the guy finally showed up. He was like, hi, that'll be 20, 23, 22.
That'll be 23.22, please.
Anyway, we give him the money, and then I don't know if this guy was high or what, but he puts the money in the cash register, pulls out like the change, and he's like looking like face down. He's like looking straight down at it, and he's like moving each like coin one by one across the counter. And my dad and I are like, what the hell is happening? And they forgot our drink, so they're like,
you went to
sorry.
an estranged Taco Bell.
So and so the guy, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. So he goes to get our drink, and we ordered a small, and he brings back like a medium. We're like, all right, fine. And he charged us for a medium. We're like, whatever. He comes back. He's like, here you go. We're like, thank you. And we drive off, and he's like, my dad turns to me. He goes, make sure every single taco is in there, because if they janked on us, I'm going to barge in there and yell at them. And I was like, I kind of want to tell him that there's not 11 or that there's not 12. Just so he runs in and yells at them. This is not 12 tacos!
Just get that on video.
World star!
Wisconsin sound like a trip.
And that was my Wisconsin experience.
Taco Bell, seeing people, giving people wet fist bumps, and watching people's
drug trips. Again. Yep, Wisconsin was a grand time.
A grand old time.
Just a heads up, if you ever get the chance to see Dead and Company, go see him. John Mayer's freaking amazing.
We could tell you, the party sure is alive.
I hate the dumb look that you have. All right. What's next? What's next on the list? Let's segue into our jobs. Let's segue into we don't have jobs yet. Kind of. So I got an interview Wednesday.
Our job interviews.
Our job interviews, yes. I got an interview Wednesday at
That's
a local movie theater. So, which is really good since I want to major in film and all that other junk.
And you know you're gonna get that prime experience by working concessions.
Yeah. But on the bright side, free movies.
Yeah.
So, or that's what it said in the job description. So, what about you?
I went to a sandwich shop just right down the road from where I live. So, you know, I got that. And then I was talking to the guy and making a lot of small talk.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm not 18 yet, he was like, you're probably going to be working the front of house, which you got to be very personal about. And it seems you've been very personal. Because we had just been, like, making small talk because it wasn't, like, the dumb questions that they ask you.
Uh-huh.
So I think it went really well. And then I put in a background check. And so now I'm waiting on that.
Good job. You're adulting. I'm proud.
Yeah, I'm finally adulting.
Yeah. And then the theater that
the non-descriptive theater.
Not theater. They gave me a call while we were in Wisconsin. They were like, "Hi,
come in today?
Can you come in Wednesday?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I got an interview, and I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Interviews aren't very difficult. It's just being yourself.
It's the ones that are like if you could go back in time, who would you meet and why? Or like
Adolf Hitler, man.
Oh.
Oh, dang. It's funny because you're Jewish.
I don't want people knowing that. I'm kidding.
I mean, you're not Jewish. You're just like your parents are Jewish.
How many people do I have? How many lists am I now on? I'm kidding. But it's like those interviews that are like, so fake, and that aren't like actually getting to know you, but you're kind of like forced into becoming this character almost of like the hardworking, law-abiding citizen that everyone is supposed to be.
Everyone wants to be you, except they don't. You want to be them.
Except, no, I wanted to be me, and then in that situation, I didn't feel like I was me.
Gotcha.
So I was just like, That was like Dairy Queen. That was Dairy Queen. I was talking about that experience.
Oh, all right.
Who would you see if you went back in time? Because the sandwich shop interview, that was really chilled back. Because he was like, they give me this stack of paper filled with all these bogus questions.
Yeah, because the sandwich shop isn't really a major chain. Like, it's more of just like a.
It had a couple restaurants, but then again, as you said, it's not major.
I may get an interview tomorrow for a local pizza shop in the area.
Which sucks. Because I applied to the same shop and didn't get anything. So dumb.
Yep. So I'm hoping I'm gonna go in. They play a lot of Fish and like Grateful Dead in there too.
Well,
so
also I think it's actually because you had some prior work, which I think is what they look for.
Yeah. I mean, well, no, they didn't know anything. I just walked in. They're like, "Yeah, here's a resume, or not a resume, an application. Come on in this day, and we can sit down and talk." I was like, "Oh, cool."
So it's like, "Hey, can I see the manager? I got an application. I wanted to see if I could get an interview." She's like, "Oh, okay." Walks back. "Yeah, he can't talk right now. I'll take your application, and then you can call back, and then we can talk he can talk over the phone." And I was like, "Okay." Went home, and then I was like, "Yeah, so can I talk to the manager about getting a job interview?" "Okay, 1 second." "Yeah, he can't talk right now. He'll get to you in a couple days." Never heard back from him.
Nice.
And I was just like, "Great, thanks."
That's amazing.
Sure wasn't.
Yeah, and then I was gonna go apply up at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But I saw one of the
that's your safe haven.
I love Chick-fil-A. If Chick-fil-A ever wanted to do a sponsorship, I'm just saying, not the channel with 30 subscribers, but doesn't matter. I would love that. I would
sell my soul for a chicken sandwich.
Honestly, I would. I love Chick.
That's not a good way to live your life.
Really, you had to drop the water bottle.
It's fine.
There could be water everywhere.
The cap's on the water bottle.
All right, then I'm not worried about it. Pick it up.
Yes, Your Highness.
God, why are you so extra? So anyway, so I went up there and they were like, "Yeah, just bring in a resume, bring in, whatever, and we can maybe get you something." And I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." So I will get a job this week.
Somewhere.
I want a job this week because I need money for the Steam Summer Sale.
Oh yes, very important.
I want to buy lots of games because that's all I spend my life doing.
I just want money. That's really all I want. I just want money.
It's because you're Jewish.
No, it's because I'm saving up for something.
Oh, all right. What are you saving up for?
An accordion. Because the one that
you don't own that one. You're just
one that I have right now is on loan from a family friend, so I'm looking for an accordion.
How much is an average accordion?
It's a pretty penny. You can spend upwards of $300 to $800 on an accordion, so that's why I need a job.
Yeah, I only use money for computer parts and games. That's where all my money goes.
Probably start investing in a good computer.
I'm also gonna try and I'm going to save certain specs. So depending on how much I get on my paycheck, I want to put more money into this channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
editing
definitely.
software so we can start actually filming stuff.
Actually
editing stuff.
We need a new soundboard because we're going to be
we want to have guests on the show.
We
were planning to have guests around episode 5, but now we're kind of like
We're both kind of in a
I mean,
situation
we can have guests, but we don't necessarily need a third microphone. We can use one of ours and then use the other one temporarily, but I'd like to have a third microphone just so it's easier.
It's easier to get good sound with.
Yep.
Because
exactly.
originally we were trying to do the podcast with one mic, and it did not work out.
That was terrible.
It was awful. But yeah,
we had to sit really close to each other. It was awkward.
Really, and then even then we would sit really close to each other, and then we'd get tons of static.
Would get sweaty. It was awkward. I didn't want to be there.
Nevan
anymore.
Would start panting.
It's
just got very
sweat.
weird.
It was just all sweaty.
Got very
sweaty
weird.
and awkward and close. That's all it was.
That would have been the name for the pilot episode.
Sweaty, awkward, and close.
What a name.
Yep.
But we've got 2 mics now.
Yeah, we have 2. Just need money for a third.
Well,
I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What were you talking about?
I don't even know. We were talking about jobs.
I think we were talking about jobs. Then I went to money. And then that went to the state of our channel.
Oh, I know what we need to talk about. People got mad at me for not bringing this up last episode because they were like, "You talk about this next episode." I gotta talk about my trip to Boston.
Oh yeah, your trip to Boston.
So in episode 4, we talked about going to New York, but the episode started getting long, and so we were like, "Let's cut it here." And I said I'd talk about Boston, and then I didn't talk about Boston in episode 5, and I had people personally text me going, "Why didn't you talk about Boston? What the hell?" So now I have to talk about Boston for those people. You know who you are. Yeah. So Boston.
I just gave a thumbs down.
Yeah. Thumbs down with your middle finger.
Continue.
Anyway. So Boston was really fun. We took a train from New York to Boston, and taking a train was actually really nice. It was kind of calming. It wasn't like calming.
Yeah.
We went through different states, and I'd take a photo. Like every time we'd stop, and I'd be like, "Look, we're in New Hampshire. Look, we're in another state."
Vermont?
No, we didn't go to Vermont.
We didn't go to Vermont.
Look, we're in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Look, we're still in New York. Back to Connecticut. Now we're in Massachusetts. Oh boy. I love Boston.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. I love Boston. Everything about it. You know how New York is like block by block. If you know how to count, you know how to get around in New York. With Boston, it's not like that. It's everything. Everything's like twisty and turvy.
Turny.
Who
Curvy?
says turvy?
You said, I think you were going for
twisty and turvy.
I think you were going for turny and curvy.
No one says that.
I do.
Anyway, everything was kind of more twisty in a sense, and so but you still know how to get around.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's like after you spend like a year in our school.
I think if you know certain landmarks, so if you know like this giant sign or you know this giant building, you know how to get around. And so it was really cool. There was the first place we went to was like this restaurant down by the beach, and it was really or not the beach, but like the ports. It was really cool. Oh, I forgot to dump tea in the harbor.
No.
Oh no!
What an easy joke you missed out on.
But no, it was really good. I tried having a shrimp BLT. I ended up taking off the shrimp, and I realized I didn't like shrimp. So hate me if you want, but I'm not a shrimp guy.
Yeah. Can't have paella with you. I'm sorry. Family likes shrimp.
So I toured a bunch of colleges. I toured MIT, which had been my dream school since 4th grade. I wanted to be an engineer for the longest time, and then after touring colleges in Boston, I was like, I want to get into film and acting. I toured Emerson, which Emerson is, although it's a very liberal school, it just the programs that it had was amazing. The stage alone, like I was looking at pictures of the stage, it's beautiful. Like it's such a brilliant, like I don't know, there was something about it that just seemed right. Because like in the buildings they have like their own studios, so it's like professional grade studios. They let you rent out $50,000 cameras, like.
Because I saw pictures of the college when you were there, and I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, no, and literally it's in the middle of Boston, so literally everything's around. It's literally a 10-minute walk to the second largest library in the United States.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and I I don't have to buy textbooks. Like,
Yeah?
they have textbooks there that I can just copy and print out on my own.
Thank God.
So, like, do you know how awesome that would be?
So maybe start looking at Emerson.
Just Emerson was, I think, looking at the college, it was awesome. The tour was great. So it's definitely, it's like, hey, we're here. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Ooh.
Literally the only issue I really have is that it's extremely liberal politically. And so it's like I don't like getting into politics much. And so if I don't want to be forced, like, be like, hey, follow our views, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Even
then, I would still probably go, despite. But it's
just
really
kind of you can just kind of like push that. To the
I
side.
can avoid it.
Yeah.
They actually have an award show every year,
That's
and
nice.
like it's judged by professionals. Like if you did something in animation, it'd be judged by someone who works at Pixar. And then if you win that award, you get that person. You get that person's contact information. So like
you win information.
You win information
Yeah,
to get you further into the field, which is freaking amazing. And not only do they have, so I want to go to college in either Boston or somewhere in California.
Yeah.
And what was so cool is that they have a campus in both that you can trade off whenever you want.
Oh, really? That's probably very expensive though to do so.
It was about $50,000 a semester, not a semester, a year, not a semester. Still.
It's a pretty penny.
It is a pretty penny, but I think it would be awesome to go
Yeah.
there. It was great.
Yeah.
And then I toured Boston University as opposed to Boston College. They're very not Boston College.
Not Boston College, to say the least.
Boston University was really cool. During the tour though, they talked a lot about diversity. They're like, we're very diverse. We're very diverse. Did I tell you that we're very diverse?
Well, because it sounds good on statistics.
I guess, but it was. I mean, they took you through the whole application process. They told you how they choose people, and I was like, oh, that's cool. It was very informative, and then we walked around the whole place, and it was really cool. There was a lot to see, a lot to. I think just each building was really cool. Because like most colleges, it had or not college, but universities.
Yeah.
Each building, had its own subject
curriculum.
or curriculum.
Yeah.
So I mean, and what I noticed is Boston University and Emerson both had they have their own channel for the area, and so
it's like a public broadcast channel.
Yeah. So if you film some like a
short film
or like a series, like a TV series, they show it on the channel, so like other students can watch it or people in the area can watch it. So it's really cool. Like they have
and I'm guessing a lot of executives, a lot of people from the industry will be watching that channel. Kind of looking out, see them.
Yeah.
Well,
but what was really cool is like with the Boston University, they had one ongoing show that like whenever. Like, it's been going on for quite some time. It was, like, this whole soap opera kind of thing. But every time, like, someone graduated, they would kill off the character. And then they would make, like... Or, like, they'd leave the show somehow. And then they'd make special... I've heard that they made special cameos once or twice.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a really cool experience touring all the colleges. And then Boston, we went to go do a bunch of other stuff. We did this thing called Shitface Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah.
Where the actors would... so it'd be 5 actors, and then one person would get extremely drunk, and then plastered. There you go. And they would basically, with that, they would
perform.
They would perform Shakespeare, and so they performed Romeo and Juliet. And at first, I was like, "This guy's faking it. No way. This isn't real." And as the night went on, after he had, I think, 4 more beers, I was like. Yeah, he's wasted.
He's gone.
He is gone. He's down the drain. So it was very entertaining watching him. So that was really fun. And then I went to go see a Red Sox game.
Ooh.
And that was I'm now a Red Sox fan.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm coming out.
Uh-oh.
As a Red Sox fan, I'm not gay.
Gonna get well.
I mean, I'm not.
That's okay.
Just no, because like it was a coming out joke. And
I know.
Okay.
how many people are mad at you.
But no. So basically, what happened at the game? Red Sox won, for one thing. Woo! But I watched a group of guys get kicked out.
Oh no! Why?
Because they were because they were against Detroit, I think, and they were yelling at one of the outfielders. They're like, you piece of shit, and they were flipping him off and yelling at him, and they kicked him out, all 5 of them, and it was really funny. I had a guy pretend that he was my dad. So we were sitting in the stands. There was a group of like 4 or 5 guys that were really high.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say hot, and I was like, oh
no,
yeah.
No. But they were really high, and so they were like, "Yeah, dude, you want some peanuts?" I was like, "Sure, I'll have some peanuts. Why not?" Like I was just joking around. We were talking about Africa by Toto literally minutes before. I was like, "Sure, why not?" So I took some peanuts. I don't like peanuts. So what I did is I cracked open the shell, took the peanut out, and then threw it all away, like without them noticing. So it looked like I ate it. And they were like, "You're really cool, man. Your dad's really cool." And they pointed at some guy that I kind of knew. Like my friend introduced me to him, and I was like, "Oh, cool." But like we never talked or met prior to this. And so it was
pretty dope.
Yeah, he was like, "Your dad's pretty cool," and he was like, "Yeah, I try." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks, Dad." And mind you, his 11-year-old son was sitting right next to me too.
Okay.
So he's probably confused. So I had to pretend that I was the son to someone that I've never met in my life. And then no, it gets better because later on in the game, like the game's, I think it was like the 6th inning or something. A guy went streaking onto the field.
Oh, nice.
Guy jumped out, bolted to the middle of the field, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm a Red Sox fan now. This is happening."
Boston's
And 3 guys tackle, like he went boom down. Oh, It was amazing. It was such a good experience.
It's like satisfying.
It was so satisfying. Oh my God. And so yeah, no, it was really fun. We got to go on the field during while they were batting practice, so I got a ball from the game. So
nice.
yep, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. If you ever get the chance, go see Red Sox play.
There was just a basket next to the picture, and you just kind of went yoink.
No, they threw them out. It was really cool. But yeah, friendly Fenway. That's why they call it that. And so
yeah.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed Boston. I could totally see myself living there. There's so many cool places. I was offered so many jobs too. Like walking around, they were like, "Yeah, if you move here, if you ever need a job, let us know." I was like,
"Great,
oh,
great
thanks.
for you."
So yeah, that was my Boston experience. We're at 32 minutes, or 33 minutes. So I think we're gonna call it here.
Gonna go ahead and call it a day.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Thank you for checking out.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Make sure to check us out on SoundCloud, YouTube. Make sure to check us out on Twitter,
our Instagram, Twitter.
Yep.
All that kind of stuff.
All that stuff. Yeah.
Be on the lookout for more great content.
Yep. We're trying our best. We're doing fun. We're doing
fun. That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for listening.
Okay.
I don't know how to.
We'll see you later.
I was really bad at this outro thing. That's a good outro.
Yep.